In this segment, we're talking to our friends over at the South Texas Asian Cultures Museum. His name is Richard Hafemeister. He's the director of operations there, and there's a lot of things happening over there.
There is. There's a lot of things happening in the entire community, and I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes, the South Texas Museum of Asian Cultures is so important to us here. They get thousands of visitors every year. And Richard, you're with us this morning because there are special events planned for Thanksgiving weekend over at the museum. So can you tell us a little bit about what's happening then?
So the Thanksgiving event is actually going to be a really fun one. We didn't get to do much for last year because of Delta. And we have a new outreach coordinator. Her name's Hatomi. You may have seen her with some of our previous programs. She's going to be running the comedy presentation. She's also going to be the one doing some of the origami and chopsticks programs, just kind of as people come up. Those aren't really set time. And then she's also going to do a small kirigami, which is the cutting version of origami, where you actually cut the paper as well, presentation on Sunday of that week.
I think Rudy wants to learn.
Yeah, I'd love to
He wants
learn.
to learn.
It takes talent. I don't know if I have that.
It takes a lot of talent and patience as well.
Yes.
So this begins Friday, November 25th throughout the weekend, right?
This will be all 3 days. We're going to be open 10 to 5, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll have the calligraphy, the rakuku, the comedy presentation Saturday. We'll have calligraphy Friday, and we'll have the kirigami on Sunday. This will all be free with general admission. So regular admission price is $6 for adults, $3 for kids, $5 for seniors and military. And basically, almost all of our programs are usually that price.
And Richard, I know that we mentioned throughout the show, after we had our friends from Visit Corpus Christi, that there are some folks, for whatever reason, who live not only here in Corpus Christi, but throughout the coastal bend, who've never visited some of our wonderful, wonderful museums, the lakes, the beaches.
That's right.
This is a very, very unique museum. The Asian Museum is unique and special for the coastal bend, but also for all of Texas. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
There's only 6 Asian cultures museums in the country. Seattle, San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., and then Corpus Christi, Texas. So we're the only one basically south of the Mason-Dixon line. So we have a really rare resource, a really unique resource for the public to get to utilize. And that's a big responsibility for us, too, then to try and make it so that the public can utilize it as best possible. We try to keep our programs as flexible as possible so we can bring the broadest amount of our resource to the public to interact with, but also to make it accessible for the most people possible with things like holiday weekends and trying to keep things fairly streamlined so that you can bring in large crowds for it, but also with our displays like our rotating display area and things like that, so that we're able to bring out as much of the exhibit area as possible.
Richard, thank you so much for being with us this morning. So many cool things here in our community to, of course, enjoy with the family. And, you know, as we get closer to the holiday season, we're looking for things to do.
Sure.
This is perfect.
You can't say there's nothing to do here.
That's
There's
right.
lots to see and do. Thank you, Richard, for that.